And we back, and today we're doing the long-awaited, the highly requested start, bench, cut. Now, it has been a very long time since we've done this because the comments on these videos get ridiculous. Like, y'all, this is a channel where I usually just express my opinion, you feel me? And this is the ultimate form of opinion because your favorite player may get cut by me. And you might get hurt. But I need you to just understand it's my opinion. You feel me? So if you don't know the way this works, we got this large stack of NBA cards. And here we mostly got NBA starters. I took out all the bench warmers, all the role players. These are starters, star players. We're going to draw 3 cards. And we got to start one of these cards. We got to bench one of these cards. And we got to cut one of these cards, all right? Obviously, start mean they're going to be in my start lineup. Bench mean they're probably going to be my 6th man. And cut mean, he out the dough, all right? So this first one is a weird one because it's like 3 just normal starters. Or okay, Iggy's not a starter, but he's starter quality. You feel me? He could start other places. JJ Redick and Jeff Teague. Like, how am I supposed to pick? But you get the concept, right? My opinion. My opinion. We shuffled a little bit. First one, Nikola Jokic. Very good NBA player. Next, Kevin Durant. Very good NBA player. And lastly, Andrew Wiggins. Cut. Easily cut. These 2 players, I mean, Finals MVP 2 times in a row. Regular season MVP once. Led the league in scoring like 5 years. Elite player. Nikola Jokic has yet to be an all-star, but he's on that tier of all-star centers. Wiggins, we threw him because he ain't even close to these 2 players. You feel me? Starting Kevin Durant. We benched Nikola Jokic. Bad Wiggy. Jimmy Butler. Kyle Lowry. And Andre Drummond. Okay. So easily for me, we're starting Jimmy Butler. It's not even close. This guy I consider on the higher tier than these 2. Both of these 2 players are all-stars though. But this guy on a higher tier. So we're starting Jimmy Butler. Now we got to figure out, what do we value more? Because these 2 guys play literally opposite positions. Do we value the guard play, or do we value a big man that gave you super rebounds and can give you a bucket every once in a while? It's tough, man. And I think I'm gonna start Drummond. And it's hard. I mean, I hate to say that because I swear y'all Raptors fans think I hate your team. And I don't. I really like Demar Derozan. I don't think Kyle Lowry is an elite point guard anymore. For the past couple years, he's kind of been, getting a little bit worse. And that comes with age. Was he already 30 years old? Point guards usually don't age that well, So I'm going to take the young guy who's, 24, 25 years old. People forget that he's still super young because he's been in the league for a long time. Super rebounder, pretty decent defender. Not going to be a guy that you can give the ball to in the post and say, give me a bucket, but he's getting there. I'm gonna take Drummond over Kyle Lowry. I'm sorry, Kyle Lowry. You and Wiggins over there. We got this really sick Donovan Mitchell card. Like, this is like, no joke, a really dope card. It's holographic and stuff. Chris Paul. That's very similar to that one. And Goran Dragic. Wow, that's tough. Okay. I think I'm starting Chris Paul. Yeah, I'm going to start Chris Paul. And he's one of the rare cases where a point guard has not gotten significantly worse with old age. Last year was a very great year for him. The numbers don't say it because he didn't average 20, but Chris Paul has never really been a guy to average 20 plus. I think he had like 2 or 3 seasons where he did that back in New Orleans. But for the most part, he is a good defending point guard. I would maybe even say great defending point guard and one of the best playmakers in the league. I'm going to start Chris Paul. Now the question is, off the bench, do I want the second-year player Donovan Mitchell or the seasoned veteran, first-time All-Star this year, Goran Dragic? I like Goran Dragic a lot. I was advocating for him to be an All-Star this year. People were like, man, let Ben Simmons get in. I was like, nah, Goran Dragic deserved it. But honestly, this man is bad. This is a bad man. I'm gonna have Donovan Mitchell come off our bench. I'm sorry, Goran. And that's why I've been struggling to make these videos, because this is a tough decision. And then the one we just did was a tough decision. It ain't no right or wrong answers. It's kind of just based off preference. I like Donovan Mitchell because he scores the ball better than Goran Dragic. Goran Dragic is probably a better playmaker, but then again, we're pulling hairs and this and that. I'm just gonna take the young guy, Donovan Mitchell. Let him get mentored by Chris Paul and all. Hey, that sounds great to me. DeMar DeRozan. CJ McCollum. Am I saying that right? McCollum? I'm just keep saying McCollum. And Victor Oladipo. Wow, okay. We got 3 good shooting guards. There we go. These are the matchups you like. When you comparing a point guard to a center, it can be hard. But all 3 of these players play the same position, baby. We starting. I think I'm going to start DeMar DeRozan. Ooh, that's tough, though, because I'm a player that I like two-way players. DeMar DeRozan is not a defender. But Victor Oladipo, he's a great defender, and he just had the best year of his career turning from an average starter to an all-star. But I think I'm gonna go DeMar DeRozan just because he's been doing it longer. You know, Victor Oladipo can take a step back next year. I don't think DeMar DeRozan will take a step back. He's been getting better and better each year. Even this year, he incorporated a little bit of a three-point shot in this game. I'm gonna start DeMar. But then I got coming off my bench Victor Oladipo, and I'm sorry, we got a trash CJ. I really like CJ as a person, even as an NBA player, but compared to these 2 shooting guards, I think he's just a little beneath them. These are all-star shooting guards. He is not. Kristaps Porzingis, solid. LaMarcus Aldridge, very solid. And Jonas Valanciunas, not as solid as these guys, right? But we do get another matchup where it's 3 big men, so that's good. Easily cutting Jonas Valanciunas. He can't play in the fourth quarters, man. He can't. We're in the NBA where a lot of teams go small down the stretch. Against the Cleveland Cavaliers last year, even the year before that, he really can't play in the fourth quarter because when the Cavs go small, he has trouble guarding Kevin Love. You know, off the pick and rolls, off the pick and pop. He really struggled, and because of that, he don't really play in the fourth quarter. I can't really rock with that. I can rock with Kristaps. Yeah. Kristaps is going to be starting for me. LaMarcus ain't no slouch either, you feel me? He's an all-star. He just had the best year of his career at the age of 30+. Really, really respect this man's game. But Kristaps is just a little bit better right now. So I'm going to go Kristaps as a starter. And then off the bench, we got LaMarcus. John Wall. Devin Booker. Dennis Schroeder. 3 guards. But we know who we cutting. Sorry, these 2 guys are... Well, I mean, we got an all-star elite player in John Wall. Devin Booker hasn't been an all-star just yet, but he averaged, 25 points per game? Yeah, these 2 are superior to Dennis. Sorry, brother. You're going to have to get the cut. We're starting John Wall. John Wall did not have the best year last year coming off his injuries. I think he missed exactly half of the season. And when he did come back, the team didn't look great, and he didn't look amazing either. But that's kind of what injuries do. I believe that in 2018-2019 season, he'll come back to be the elite point guard we saw. So I'm going to start him over Devin Booker. I still think it's a bit too early for D-Book. Maybe sometime throughout his career, he'll be better than John Wall, but I just don't see it just yet. So I'm going to start John Wall and have D-Book come off our bench. I mean, I think D-Book will be okay with that because that's what he did all of college, right? Did you know that? He didn't start a single college game. That's incredible. Came into the league and just started lighting it up. Used to coming off the bench. It's crazy. Now, this is not one that we randomly drew from the set of cards, but I got asked this on Twitter, so I went out to find the cards. We have Stefan Curry. Can you see that little glare? Stephen Curry, Damian Lillard, and Russell Westbrook. 3 of the top whatever point guards in the league. Just know 3 elite point guards in this league. Start, bench, cuts. Oh my God, who's the best point guard in the league? I'm going to go with the homie Wardell Stephen Curry. I am a firm believer that he is the best point guard in the league, without a doubt. I think when it's all said and done, his career is over. If he continues on his trajectory of having multiple more seasons averaging 20+ and getting multiple championships and stuff, he's going to go down in history as one of the best point guards of all time. Like, no joke. I think a lot of people that watch the games are not paying attention to the things that he do when he doesn't have the ball. People see him as just strictly a shooter. He's way more than strictly a shooter. So I still believe he is the best point guard in the league. Next, it's between, would I rather have Damian Lillard come off my bench or Russell Westbrook? I'm going to go with Russell Westbrook. Yeah, I still think Russell Westbrook is the second best point guard in the league. And I don't know where I would have Damian. Do I have him third behind these 2, or do I have him fourth if I throw Kyrie in? There's so many great point guards in the league that I don't know where Damian lies. I know for sure number 1 and number 2 is Curry and Westbrook, but after that, I don't know where my opinion goes because him and Kyrie are very similar players, so I don't really know. But that's just one I saw on Twitter, so I wanted to acknowledge. Shout out to everybody that got to this point in the video. Again, all my opinions, okay? Hopefully you still enjoyed it. So right now, Kenny is burnt. You feel me? I just got off that 30-day upload challenge, which we absolutely bodied. 60 videos in 30 days. Ridiculous. And then we got picked up by House of Highlights / Bleach Report for our podcast. And I got picked up to cover Summer League. And I'm still trying to bring videos to this channel and to the second channel. So basically, my workload is extreme right now. So if you see me miss a day or two upload here, hopefully you can understand that it's not me being lazy. It's just literally me doing so much work that I don't have time to do other type of work. You feel me? So if I miss a day on the main channel, hopefully you understand as we trying to chase some dreams. You feel me? YouTube is great, but we want to go a little bit higher, and that's chasing that dream. But thank y'all so much for watching. We'll be back hopefully tomorrow. Peace.